Alright. I'm getting ready for some dinner, and that's gonna be some good shit. But before I do that, I got a lot of videos to upload. I'm finally done recording all the No Way Outs, but I'm gonna upload them over time until the final No Way Out, and I'll get my predictions after all those are uploaded. I got a couple more wrestling tragedies to upload, even though they're not uploaded yet. You can still inbox me ideas for wrestling tragedies. I would like some more ideas for rivalry review series, so that'd be nice, because I'm going to be the Grand Slam 10. I might come up with my own, just to kind of kill off the disappearance, if you will. But if you guys have an idea, I would love another rivalry to cover. But all the way, got all that to come this summer and in the next couple of weeks, so my YouTube channel will be packed with fun videos, I guess. I got Slammiversary predictions to do. Yay. Okay. I'm on TNA's website, and for some crazy, odd reason, they decided that a match that's going to happen is Kid Kash versus Hernandez. If you did not know, Anarchy has been released, so that's one less tag team. And Kid Kash feels like coming back from MMA training, I guess. I don't know. This won't even... I like Kid Kash. I used to like Hernandez. I don't even think this will be a good match, to be quite honest with you. But it's going to happen, I guess. It doesn't really matter who wins. But I could see Hernandez winning, I guess. They kind of put him back on a heel streak. Whatever, though. Crimson's Open Challenge. I'd actually be surprised if Matt Morgan didn't win this. Because if they decide to sign Matt Morgan for longer, great. Okay, let me put it this way. Matt Morgan might... I'm expecting Matt Morgan to be the guy. But one of two things are going to happen. If he wins, it means TNA probably signed him longer, so WWE won't get him. If he loses, that could be a sign that WWE has finally got him at the end of his contract expiration. So it really kind of depends what happens here. This will be the big teaser. Or they could just waste their time and have Eric Young come out, or like a, I don't even know. We'll just really have to see. TV champion Devon and Garett Bischoff taking on Robbie E and Robbie T. Who cares? I'd rather see Devon in a title defense, maybe against... Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on the roster page and see who he could defend against. He could defend against the Pope. He could defend against Gunner. He could defend against Doug Williams. He could defend against Chris Sabin. He could defend against Morgan. He could defend against Zema Ion, I guess. I think they're punishing him. So there's a couple names right there that he could be defending against. Hey, Ric Flair's still on the homepage. You know, just somebody like that. But they insist, or hell, if they weren't going to give Garett Bischoff the belt, I would even say Garett Bischoff. But if they have another one-on-one match, I'm really scared they're going to give the belt to Garett Bischoff, and that'll piss me off. So really, yeah, I can see Devon and Bischoff going over, but the thing that's going to scare me is they'll probably have a match on Impact where Garett Bischoff will win. Yeah. What's this guy's finisher, even? The thing about me, they need a finisher to be a solidified star. I don't know what the fuck Garett Bischoff's finisher is. Is it a small package? Is it the old, or, schoolboy move? Is it, what is it? Is it drop kick? What the fuck? This is like 2002 Randy Orton to 1,000 times a lower degree. Seriously. Ooh, this match is going to be good. I'm actually going to go on oddball here and say, other than the tag team and triple threat match, this might be match of the night. Samoa Joe. That is really fucking loud. So believe it or not, it's like fucking big semi-truck thing anyways. Samoa Joe taking on X Division champion Austin Aries. See, the thing that pisses me off, if they didn't put a weight limit on the division, they could have this for the X Division title. But we know everything, DNA. Fucking morons. They could just ban Abyss from the fucking weight limit if that's how they're gonna do. Or like under 250 pounds. That's reasonable. No super heavyweights. I don't know, but oh shit, that's Samoa Joe. Fuck. Okay, well there shouldn't be a limit because it used to be about. It's not about weight limits. That's no limits, and now it's about weight limits. So that fucking sucks. It would make no sense to have Samoa Joe go over. See, if you saw my prediction video for Sacrifice, I said this is what's going to happen if Daniels and Kazarian wins. Daniels and Kazarian will beat Joe and Magnus. They'll split up Joe and Magnus. Joe will go back to his stupid feud, and Magnus won't get any TV time. What has happened, people? I'm a fucking sidekick. Austin Aries, I hope, wins. Unless they really are serious about getting Samoa Joe back in a main event spot, then now I guess that'd be okay. But make it a really competitive match, and if that's the plan, make it a really competitive match. And you could eventually give Austin Aries a rematch where he would win. The shit match of the night, other than the Devon and Bischoff match and probably the Crimson Opening Challenge. Bully Ray versus Joseph Park. I'm expecting Abyss to come out instead of Joseph Park and have a Bully Ray versus Abyss. That would be saving it all, even though that match would be shit. If not, this is going to be shit. This is going to be like Larry and I seeing a match quality-wise. Okay. Brooke Tessmacher versus Gail Kim. I would actually like to see Tessmacher win the Knockouts Championship from Gail Kim. Like I said, to me, only, Gail Kim's title reign has become stale. No one really seems like she can beat her anymore. Not even Mickie James looks like she can beat her, but they've been burying Mickie James for some reason. So I'd like Brooke Tessmacher to win that fucking belt. Get it off that Chinese, Asian, Korean whore. The World Tag Team Championship. This could potentially be the best match of the night. Christopher Daniels and Kazarian. I was about to say AJ Styles. Flashback City. No, Daniels and Kazarian taking on AJ Styles and Kurt Angle. I would actually like to see Styles and Kurt Angle wins the belt. Because, like, actually it won't happen because of the stupid Dixie Carter storyline. So, Daniel and Kazarian will retain. And maybe they will be smart enough to move on Daniels and Kazarian from AJ Styles if they get a win. But they probably won't. And this could probably break off into AJ Styles going heel. Now, that'd be cool. Nah, actually it wouldn't, but I don't really fucking know. I'm just going to say that Daniels and Kazarian would retain, even though I'd like to see AJ and Kurt as tag team champions. Number one contender triple threat. If the X Division non-title match fails, and the tag team championship match fails, this will be match of the night. RVD versus Jeff Hardy versus Mr. Anderson. This is actually one of those matches where I don't know who's going to win. I can't see Anderson winning. I unfortunately see Jeff Hardy winning. But I think for some odd reason, I feel like RVD is going to win. Nah, I'm joking. I feel like Jeff Hardy is going to win, and he is going to win. And we're going to get a new champion in Jeff Hardy. $10. Do I want a new champion Jeff Hardy? No, I think this is a match if they really want to. I think Jeff Hardy's shown that he's better. He really does look better. He looks more healthy. I think if they really want to, they could wait till Bound for Glory and put the belt on Jeff Hardy at Bound for Glory. But they're going to do it on Impact. Yay! Next. Or they could have Anderson win and Bobby Roode retains on TV. That'd be fine too. I just hope they don't make Jeff Hardy win just to win on Impact. That'd be fucking stupid. Bobby Roode taking on the Icon Sting for the title. We've already seen a non-title match. We've already seen a match on Impact. Now you're getting us on pay-per-view again for the world title because it's all that much different. If they were to put the belt on Sting, I'd be fucking pissed. Sting is 53 years old. He should be helping younger guys. Bobby Roode needs so desperately to go over clean right here. The only problem is I'm still afraid they're going to take the belt off of Bobby Roode on Impact, which would suck. But Bobby Roode does need to retain here. And Bobby Roode really, if they wanted to, they could make him go all the way to the Bound for Glory with the championship. They could almost make it pretty much almost a year-long title reign if they really want to. They could do it, and I'd be completely fine with that. That makes sense. I'd be just fine with it. So, Bobby Roode, he needs to retain. Now we get to one of two fun parts of the night. Number one, Christian is rumored to be at Slammiversary. Whether they're going to put him on the pay-per-view or not, But if they did, I think it'd be a pretty big deal. And I think it'd get some TNA publicity. So I'd be fine with them putting Christian on the Impact thing. I would almost say they could put him in a match, but I think that'd be violating whatever contract they've signed probably. But yeah, I would like to see Christian in the backstage segment. But the thing that also scares me is the TNA Hall of Fame, the first ever member. Would they put Christian in? Christian definitely deserves it. Other than Kurt Angle in his 2006 sighting, when Christian came in 2005, that's another huge pop, huge moment. Christian deserves a Hall of Fame spot one day, but not now. And I was reading, I want to say PW Insider, but it's probably not right. TNA, they could put, oh yeah, the Macho Man Randy Savage in the Hall of Fame. Oh yes, spinning like a wheel, I can do that. That would be cool. Randy Savage, the first ever member of the TNA Hall of Fame. That would be cool, but it's a long shot. And if TNA plan on having Jeff Jarrett, I would much rather see Randy Savage as the first ever Hall of Famer. Because, again, Randy Savage did gain TNA some momentum. He helped spotlight TNA. So I'd have no problem having Randy Savage be the first ever Hall of Famer. And I got a feeling there's 3 big ones that I feel is probably more likely than not. Christian now, I don't think it's going to happen, but it wouldn't surprise me. Jeff Jarrett, which, like it or not, it seems technically fair. But what I think might more likely than not actually happen, I think AJ Styles is going to be your first ever Hall of Famer. And they're not going to do this to actually give AJ Styles some more credibility. No. They're going to do this to give AJ Styles more reason to carry on the Daniels and Kazarian feud. Because Dixie Carter will induct AJ Styles, and that will give him more reason to fight. And that'd be a slap into the face to anybody who's a Hall of Famer. Predicting grade. Kick Kash for Hernandez is a waste of time. Crimson opening challenge. If the streak doesn't end, it's a waste of time. The first tag team match sucks dick. The Samoa Joe vs. Aries might actually be good. Bully Ray vs. Joseph Park's gonna suck dick. Tessmacher and Gail Kim. If Tessmacher doesn't win, it's a waste of time. The World Tag Team Championship match might be okay. It doesn't really matter who wins, actually. It won't be a waste of time if the feud ends. The number one contender match is really just to carry on to Impact. They're pushing on a number one contender match for Impact. Maybe the next pay-per-view would make sense, but for Impact, come on. And then Bobby Roode Sting's a waste of fucking time. This is your 10-year show, and you're having... I'd rather see Bobby Roode, Jeff Hardy, which, believe it or not, Jeff Hardy winning. People would actually fucking like that. So, and Jeff Hardy, again, at least they didn't throw the bell on him all the way back in, February or March when they had him one-on-one match. At least they didn't do it then. It wouldn't be the stupidest thing. It'd be stupid, but it wouldn't be the stupidest thing they ever done. So they're having Bobby Roode versus fucking Sting. Again. This time for the title. And I'm actually a little tad bit scared that Sting might actually win. Why, TNA? This is your Big 10. This should maybe be, I don't know. You have Rob Van Dam, Jeff Hardy, Mr. Anderson. You put them in a triple threat to fill in, since they're not in feuds. Then you have Bobby Roode and Sting in a one-on-one match. Well, 5 people. What kind of match would make sense? Oh, I don't fucking know. King of the Mountain. You put these guys in a triple threat to fill in their blanks since they're not on the card. And you have Bobby Roode and Sting in a one-on-one match. King of the Mountain would have perfectly filled in and made this worth watching. But TNA know what they're doing. This card, at best, is going to get a C-. I'm giving it a C-. The build's been terrible. The matches aren't really big enough for a 10-year explosion. This is absolutely pathetic. Screw you, TNA, for taking your Big 10 and making this look like a piece of shit. I should probably get this lower, but I'm going to predict it's going to be at least a C-. Match quality-wise, some of these might actually be okay at best. And I'm actually looking forward to see who's in the Hall of Fame. So what the fuck ever. If you want, subscribe up above, like, comment what you believe who's going to be the first Hall of Famer, your Slammiversary predictions and whatnot. We'll talk to y'all later, because this is just bullshit. Sorry, but I'm mad. This is actually pretty stupid. We'll talk to y'all later.